Hello, viewers. Welcome back. Last week, I could not post any video because I had a very bad eye infection. So, sorry for that. So, I'm back again. In the last session, so this session is basically going to be as part of our playlist of tips and tricks or magics of Tally. So, in the last session, we saw the group behaves. We understood the option group behaves like subledger, and we also discussed about the various use cases where you require this option to be enabled. Broadly, it is used in case where you have sundry data's lot of sundry data's list and lot of sundry data's sundry creditors list. You can use this option. So in this session today we will discuss about the other three options. What are the other three options and when do we use them and how you can leverage these options. Okay. So the second of the option that we are seeing here is net debit credit balance for reporting. So what does it mean? And why do you need this? Like, for example, let us assume we will take the same example of sundry debtors or sundry creditors. Let us say, in case of your sundry debtors, you might be receiving some advances from your customer for some supplies. So when you receive an advance, you know that this particular party is a customer, so you will put it under sundry debtors. But then when you receive advance from these customers, then the balance is going to show credit balance, right? So when you go to the listing of sundry debtors, you will see all those bills which are pending, the receivables for you from the sundry debtors. Obviously, we know that it is going to carry debit balance. But then the advances that you receive from the customer is going to carry credit balance. So which means when you are viewing a report, you are now going to see the sundry debtors group, which is going to give you the total of your outstanding amount to be received from your customers. That is going to be your debit total. And let us assume that you have received advance from 2 3 customers, right? So the total of all those advance in your group summary report, it is going to display as a credit amount. Now, basically what happens when you are doing an analysis of the receivable uh, aspect in your organization, so it is now going to show you sundry debtors to debit total, sundry creditors debit total, right? And then if you want to know what is the net amount that you have to receive from your customer, see, normally you would want to know what is the as on date, what is the amount that you are supposed to receive from the customer. Now, the advance that you have received, yes, I mean, like in any case, you are going to supply to the customer. It really, you are not going to repay that money back to your customer. So, situations like this or scenarios like this, when you are analyzing, instead of taking a calculator and then, typing out debit total minus credit total and arriving at all those things, Tally has this option where in those kind of situation, I've just given you one example. I'm sure many of the businesses would know that once you understand the functionality of this option, net debit credit balance for reporting, I'm sure that you will know when to use this option for your optimum reporting purpose. Okay. So now let us quickly go and do an analysis of the current asset. Okay. So I go to gateway of Tally. Then from there I go to display. I press D for display, and then accounts book. I press A. So I'm going to press G for group summary, and then I'm going to select current asset. Let us say I want to do an analysis of current asset. So I come to current asset, and now under current asset, if you notice, my sundry debtors group has got debit total and also it has got credit total. So if I want to know what is my net receivable, from my sundry debtors, right? This is where the option is going to help. Either you can go and then do this at the beginning. You know that these groups might have this debit credit balance. If you are aware of this, when you are you can initially you can do go and do it. Otherwise also no issue. We know that Tally is so flexible and it's so simple that now I want to net off, right? I want to net off the debit and credit total, and I want to know what is the net sundry debtors receivable by me. Okay, so what I'm going to do, obviously all of you know, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to I've already put my cursor on sundry debtors. I'm going to press Control Enter, right? And now I am going to come to this option, net debit credit balance for reporting, and I make this as yes, and I press Control A, and you will now notice that Tally is actually netted off the balance, and it is giving you the net of the highest balance, which is basically your debit balance. So this way it helps you to do a better analysis, rather than doing some kind of an activity outside Tally. I hope, this scenario would have really clarified or given you, thought process in your mind to see where you can use this option. Okay. Now we will quickly go to the next option. So I'm going to go to accounts info. Then we are going to go to group, right? And then let me go to alter. And I have, okay, first let's just select any group. Okay, so let me go to sundry debtors group, right? So what we have done, group behave like subledger, we have already done this. Then net credit balance for reporting, we understood this. Now we will see that the third option, why do we use, when do we use, and also it very clearly, Tally gives the example. It is not very difficult. So used for calculation, in the bracket you are seeing that, for example, taxes, discount for sales invoice entry. So that means when you are making a sales invoice, and let us assume that in your organization, when you're making a sale, you have some fixed percentage of additional charges that you would want to levy, or you would want to charge on the invoice. So for example, let us say that as a practice in your organization, because the goods that you are dealing is expensive goods, so you would, as a practice, that in your organization you would want to take insurance on a regular basis for every kind of consignment that you are going to dispatch, right? Then since it is a could be, it might be a fragile item, expensive item. So handling, packing, handling, and loading, or any kind of those activities require special care while dispatching the goods. So let us say that as a standard, you charge 5% as your insurance charges on the total value of the goods that you're going to supply, which you are going to raise in your tax invoice. And also you would want to charge 2% handling charges. Now every time it becomes very difficult for you to calculate 5%, 2% on the total value of invoice, because each invoice you're going to have a different value, right? So this is where Tally is going to help you to configure your ledgers in such a way that Tally will aid you, or Tally will assist you in calculating the specified percentage on those specific masters or ledgers that you would want auto calculation to be done while doing the invoice. So this is the requirement. So what I have done here is that, instead of to save time, and I'm sure that many of you, almost all of you know about this aspect. So what I have done is that I have just created a group called uh, calculation group, just for our understanding purpose, right? So calculation group, what I have done, I have put it under direct income, right? So the third option is what is important that we are seeing now. Used for calculation, for example, taxes, discount, we have seen this. So now I'm going to make this particular option yes. So what is going to happen? Now, the moment I make this particular option yes, whenever I am creating a ledger, and if that particular ledger, I am grouping it under this group called calculation group, then in that ledger, we are going to have a additional field. We will see what is that additional field we are going to have and how we can set up the calculation. So this is how you do this. Then let's say you have configured this and you press Control A, and then now you come to your ledger creation. I have already created the ledger, so I'm going to go into alter, and the first ledger is my insurance ledger, let us assume, right? So insurance, you're going to type the ledger name as insurance. Then under is very important. We have configured for the option for calculate specifying percentage for calculation in this particular group, calculation group, right? So you're going to select that, and just come here, and in the subsequent session we will discuss about each option under the ledger master. Also, what are the different types of options that are available under the ledger master? Again, the each ledger, depending on the type of parent that you are selecting, all those options also we will see as part of our magic of Tally, or as tips and tricks, right? So in today's session, basically we will try and understand the calculation aspect of it, right? So now, because we have enabled the use calculation option in the group called calculation group, so now you have this option where it is asking you what is the percentage of calculation that you want. So as a standard, like I mentioned earlier, I want to charge 5% as my insurance charges in my invoice. And how do you want to charge, right? So basically, on total sale is what you're going to charge, you want to charge. And then, supposing in case if there is a fraction that is going to be there, do you Tally is asking you, do you want me to use a rounding off method, right? So you can select any of the rounding off method. So the normal rounding is basically, if the amount is up to 14, say up to 49 paise, right? So then it is going to ignore the 49 paise and leave the value as it is, the unit, which is the unit of the rupee. In case if it is 51 paise, then it is going to round off to the next rupee. That's your normal rounding off. Upward rounding off, even if you have 1 paise, let us say 49,459 rupees 01 paise, because you are using upward rounding, so Tally will round off to the next rupee, even though the fraction of a paise is 1 paise of the fraction. Okay, then downward rounding off. So even if it is 99 paise, Tally is going to round off. It is going to ignore that 99 paise, and it is going to retain only the unit value. So that is how you select the rounding off method. So if you select normal rounding off, then Tally is going to ask you what is the limit. If I say it is basically the units, tens, hundreds, normally you will not round off to hundreds. So unit, so it means basically you are saying you round off to the next unit, which is the next rupee, you can say, for ease of understanding, right? So the normal upward downward is going to happen to the single digit, which is there. One is what you are specifying. So I have done this. Now let us see how this calculation is going to happen. So before that, there is one more. I was talking about the handling charges, right? So let us see. I'll select handling charges. Similarly, what I've done is that selected the group as calculation group, and then handling charges here I have taken as 2%. Again, it is on total sale. Then rounding method, I'm not using rounding method in this particular case, right? So which means basically it is going to retain, if there is any fraction of a rupee, it is going to retain it as it is. So whichever way is required by you, you can do this. So I'm going to press Control A. So what am I going to do now? Now, whenever I'm going to make a sale invoice, right? So if I select these ledgers, Tally is going to automatically calculate this amount. Like for example, uh, I have already done that. Let me go to display statement of account statistics, sales, enter. Okay, so here I have this entry, right? So I've selected this item, 10 numbers, 15,000. And when I select insurance, so what are we going to do now? We will see whether actually Tally is going to calculate these things, right? So I'm going to just alter this, right? So you have selected the item, you have entered the quantity, right? You have entered the rate. Tally is going to automatically calculate the amount, right? And next, if there are other items, you can keep selecting the other items. So I'm selecting just one item. We are now going to see whether Tally is going to calculate as per the calculation method that I have chosen. So I'm going to say I'm going to charge insurance, right? So enter. So automatically Tally will pick up the rate of insurance from the master that you have specified, and also it is going to calculate on your total sale. The total sale value is 15,000 rupees. On that, it is going to calculate 750 rupees, right? And now next you are going to charge handling charges also. So you're going to select handling charges, enter, and enter. It is going to calculate 2% on your taxable value, or on your assessable value, or on your total value, right? So this is how by enabling this option of use for calculation will quickly help you to do proper calculation, so that you don't commit any mistake when you are doing a manual calculation, and it is also going to be time consuming. So that is where you can get this option done. How can I see this option now? Very simple. I don't have to go to the normal menu route, right? So from here I'm going to press Control Enter, right? And then I'm going to come here, I'm going to select this calculation group, and again I'm going to press Control Enter, right? And you will see here that used for calculation, for example, taxes, discount, sales invoice, etc., is also we have made this as yes, and that is how Tally is actually calculating the rate as per the specified percentage. Okay, so I hope again this is going to be useful to all of you, and wherever required, so you can leverage these additional features, and this is what I call as magic of Tally. So in the next session, we will see the other option, which is the appropriation during purchase. So we saw the applying percentage for calculation for ledgers in our sales invoice, and next is we will see the appropriation in case of purchase invoice. What does that mean, and what is the functionality of that? Very interesting feature. So it will take time. So basically I'm going to do this as part of the next session. Now so people must be wondering, these three options what we saw, does it have any change in Tally Prime? No. Like I mentioned, all these options are going to be the same. So in the next session, when we are discussing about the appropriation of ledger during the purchase entry, I will also show you that in Tally Prime, once you whatever I have configured here in Tally ERP, the same kind of configuration has been done. So you can also experiment it. There is absolutely no change, or no change in the experience. Okay, so thank you all staying till the end. And as usual, if you are not subscribed, kindly subscribe. You can share with your friends so that they can also benefit from this session. Thank you all. See you till the next session. Thank you very much.